India is one of the world's top beef exporters. Yes, that's India, where people are beaten for allegedly eating beef, where homes are bulldozed for having meat in refrigerators, where train passengers are attacked for carrying what might be beef. Sounds like a sick joke? That's because it is. The numbers don't lie. Unlike politicians, here's what the holy cow worshippers don't want you to know. India exported 1.65 million metric tons of caribou beef in 2025. That's up 4% from 2024. Buffalo meat exports alone were worth $3.19 billion in 2023. India is the world's fourth largest exporter of red meat, with caribou beef accounting for 33% of its production. So where's all this sacred meat going? Malaysia, Vietnam, Indonesia, Iraq, basically everywhere except Indian dinner tables, where it might get you killed. Here's where it gets deliciously absurd. They call it caribou beef because apparently if you rebrand buffalo slaughter with a fancy name, it stops being murder and becomes patriotic export earnings. It's like calling assassinations life conclusion services. The body count versus the bank account. While the government counts billions, others count bodies. Between 2010 and June 2017, 28 Indians, 24 of them Muslims, were killed in cow vigilante attacks, with 124 injured. 206 acts of cow-related violence involving 850 victims occurred between July 2014 and August 2022, mainly targeting Muslims. Over 50 fatalities from cow-related lynching were reported from 2016 to 2020. More than 1 in 5 recorded attacks by Hindus on Muslims between June 2019 and March 2024 were motivated by cow vigilantism. Since Modi's third term began, there have been nearly half a dozen cow-related lynchings, with homes bulldozed over suspicion that Muslims had stored beef in refrigerators. November 2024 alone saw a surge in cow vigilante cases across North India. The Geographic comedy. Here's another layer of this beautiful hypocrisy. Beef bans exist mainly in BJP-ruled states. Meanwhile, states like Nagaland and Mizoram, where beef is cultural cuisine, face less scrutiny. Apparently, geography determines sanctity. Who knew cows had different holiness levels based on zip codes? India's meat production reached 10.25 million tons in fiscal 2023 to 2024. The country has over 3,600 licensed slaughterhouses operating with full government knowledge and support. Most of beef exporters in India are non-Muslims. So if Muslims aren't even running the industry, why are they the ones being lynched? Because this was never about cows. It's about having a convenient excuse to terrorize a community while making money off their very thing you claim is sacred. The government's double life. Literally, India has a ministry of fisheries, animal husbandry, and dairying that oversees livestock exports. There are government subsidies for meat processing. They had beef export policy documents on official websites until it became too embarrassing. It's like having a department of alcohol prohibition that secretly runs a brewery. The mathematics of hypocrisy. Let's do some simple math. Export beef, billions in foreign currency. Eat beef, prison/death. Muslim eats beef, national emergency. Hindu exports beef, national service. The equation is clear. Money talks. The international irony. Beef has overtaken basmati rice as India's largest agricultural food export by value. So the country's top agricultural export is something that can get you killed for consuming domestically. Imagine if America's biggest export was something Americans got murdered for using at home. The world would call it insane. But when India does it, it's cultural complexity. The reality is, the cow isn't sacred. The profit margin is. The protection isn't about animals. It's about political control. The violence isn't about religion. It's about manufactured hatred. What started as a way to attract Hindu votes has transformed into a free pass for mobs to violently attack and suppress minority group members. Next time someone lectures you about cow sanctity, ask them, how is export slaughter holier than domestic consumption? Why are the exporters heroes while the eaters are villains? Because in Modi's India, the only thing more sacred than cows is the foreign currency they bring in. And the only thing less sacred than beef is Muslim life.